It is that time again. So, it's time to play the TBR card game. This one is mine. Yes, I took some of the elements from other people's games, but this one is mine. I rarely play my own games as much anymore because I'm having so much fun just exploring BookTube and finding all these very cool TBR games that people have, and then I just want to try them. So, I haven't been playing my own games as much. But it's time to play the card games. So, how this works, it's very simple. This is my game board sort of situation. I have all of my storygraph books on here. I have not updated it for this month, so the numbers might not be exactly correct, but they're close to correct. So, I've divided up the books based on genres and matching suits in my deck. And when I draw a card, then I go over to Storygraph, I put all those books in there, and whatever number card I draw is the book that I get. That's it. It's really straightforward and simple because I want to read as many books as possible on my want to read list. So I always want to draw from that Storygraph TBR as much as I possibly can. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle one more time, and then we're going to draw. Okay. I have not looked at any of them. Draw number one is the Queen of Spades. So I go match up my spades list. That's music, mystery, nature, philosophy, poetry, politics, psychology, race, religion, romance, and science. And I go and get, this is card number 12, because when you count the ace as 1 all the way up to king is 13. The queen is 12. Okay, I have my genres in there. I want the earliest added, and then I go down to number 12. 11, 12. This is already on my TBR, so I go one more down. The Talented Miss Farewell. Wow, a mystery. I do not know anything about this book. Let me see what we get. Catch Me If You Can meets Patricia Highsmith in this electrifying page-turner of greed and obsession, survival and self-invention that is a piercing character study of one unforgettable female con artist. Wow, that's kind of cool. And it doesn't say where I got the information from or why I chose this book, so I don't know, that's weird. But anyway, let's go to our next pick. I'm going to shuffle one more time. I took the Queen of Spades out. And I will be drawing 5 books. I don't think I said that, but 5 is just a really nice number for me. So I like it. Here we go. Oh, 3 of spades. So the good news is I don't have to update the story graph at all. I just scroll back up and pick number 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. The Widow of Pale Harbor. That is listed as historical fiction, but because it's listed as a mystery, it's in this pile. So the cover looks really cool to me. Let's see what it says. A town gripped by fear, a woman accused of witchcraft. Who can save Pale Harbor from itself? Maine, 1846. Wow, okay. That sounds cool. I'm definitely getting books that I have never heard of. I mean, clearly I've heard of them because I put them on this list, but definitely I have not heard of them since I put them on this list. Okay, number 3. Ooh, the Ace of Hearts. That's going to be the very first book that pops up when I enter the hearts. So let's see what genres we have for hearts. We have art, autobiography, biography, business, children's, classics, comics, contemporary, crime, dystopian, economics, erotica, essays, feminism, food and drink, gender, graphic novels, health, historical, and history. So that's a lot of genres, but because there are so few books in a lot of those, contemporary has the most, it looks like, and maybe historical, which I know, don't come at me. I said historical is not my favorite, and there's 235 on here. Some of them just sound really good. I can't help it. So let me go enter these, and I'll meet you over there for book number 1. Okay, there is our really long list of all the things to include. We want the earliest added, and it is Where the Lost Wander. Oh my gosh. I have honestly been avoiding this book because everybody said it made them cry, and I was like, I don't want to cry. So I should have taken it off this list, but I didn't. I left it on, and now that's what I'm reading. This might just be a whole TBR of historical fiction. Okay. That's fine. Okay, 2 more to pick. I am always worried that I'm not going to like any of the books that I choose. And then I'm like, well, what am I doing? Do I not know my reading taste? And actually, a lot of books that I do put on my TBR are books that I think might be good or sound good, or I got them off a list of like, you should read these books. So they're not necessarily ones that I know I'm going to love. But anyway, oh, we're still in the hearts. We just get to scroll down to number 8. Okay, so we've still got them all in here, and Where the Lost Wander was number 1. So let's see number 8. It is This Tender Land, which we just got which I just got in another TBR game. So I'm going to go down 1, and I have Sweet Home Alaska. I'm actually really excited about this. It is historical, but it's a middle grade, and I love historical fiction that's middle grade. I don't know why. I think they do a really good job of giving you the historical facts or the historical condition without all of the extra things that adult novels need. So anyway, I'm very excited about this. Okay, nice. So that brings us to our last draw, and I'm going to do my last shuffle. These cards are so hard to shuffle, by the way, because they are gigantic. Okay, here we go. I get, a 6 of hearts. So right back where we were, except 2 up from where we were. Or I'll just start from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In the bleak midwinter. I don't even have a cover for this. Claire Ferguson, St. Albans' new priest, fits like a square peg in the conservative Episcopal parish at Miller's Kill, New York. She is not just a lady, she's a tough ex-army chopper pilot and nobody's fool. What? And then it says a newborn infant is left at the church? This seems like this might actually be really good. So I don't know where I got this from. I don't know why I picked this. It does say it's available on Libby for me to check out from my library. So I guess that's what I'm going to be doing. Y'all, I got the weirdest books on my TBR this time. Or like the weirdest combination of books. I don't know. Anyway, I am excited about a lot of them though. There's a couple that I'm like, maybe. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what I think about them. Maybe I'll end up loving them more than I think I will. I don't know. But let's talk about the TBR card books I got last time. Okay, so here they are. I still have 2 of them that I have not finished. I'm still planning to read them. The Into the Labyrinth is my next audio that I'm going to be listening to, but I had to use an Audible credit to be able to listen to it on audio because I could not find it anywhere else. So that's what I'm going to be doing. The Midwinter Mail Order Bride is not available in audio, period, or at least I can't find it, but it is on Kindle Unlimited, and I even wrote out to the side, it has 185 pages in it. So come on. That is my next book that I am going to be reading as far as like non-audio. That's the next one. So let's talk about what I did read. Shadow and Bone. I told you that I thought I had already read this before, and I was right. I had at least started it and gotten halfway through. I gave this 4 stars. I enjoyed this more than I think I thought I would. I think I thought I would. Okay. More than that. And so I'm actually going to put the next book on my list and read it. I don't know why. I just thought that this Grishaverse, however you say it, I thought, well, that's not going to be for me. So I was wrong. I really liked it. I do think that the love triangle situation was stupid. However, that didn't last very long, and I really liked where we ended and how things are hopefully going to go forward. I liked it. Speaking of what I liked, The Lions of Little Rock was so good. This was told from the point of view of a young girl. I don't remember what grade she's in exactly at school, but a new girl comes to school. Our girl is very shy. She does not talk. Like, she talks to her family members, and she has a list of people who are safe to talk to in her mind. And so a new girl comes to school and actually brings her out, and she quickly becomes somebody that she will talk to, and they are working together and doing the project together, and suddenly the new girl is not at school anymore. And they find out that she should not have been going to school there because of a segregation issue that was going on, and she was passing for white, but then they found out that she wasn't, and so she was kicked out of school. And it's just about this girl kind of working her way through what it means to live in a segregated society that is also on the verge. Like, this is after the Little Rock Nine have already gone into the Little Rock schools. This is the next year. And so what nobody talks about and what we don't know is that the schools were actually shut down. The high schools were shut down the next year because they were like, if we're going to have to integrate the schools, we're just not going to school. And so this kind of walks you through. Her mother is a teacher at the school that was shut down. Her sister attends the school that was shut down, and her dad teaches in a different location, and her dad is very much for integration, and her mom is very leery of it. So it was just a really cool look at a unique position that I don't think we get to see a lot of, and I just highly recommend this book. It was so good. Then we have Twice Shy over here. I did not love this. This was two awkward people trying to have a romantic relationship, and I just didn't like how much will they, want they situation was going on. Like, we know it's a romance. We know what's going to happen. I just need you to stop all the nonsense and get there. So that's kind of what I thought about that one. But definitely Shadow and Bone, and definitely The Lions of Little Rock made up for how not good Twice Shy was. And I'm excited still about these two. I'm going to get to them. And if I get to them before I do another round of TBR cards, I will definitely update you and let you know what I thought about them. But let me know about any of the books I read before, or the ones that I drew to read this time. Have you read Amy Harmon, and is she going to make me cry? That's kind of what I want to know. Otherwise, that is going to do it, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.